What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction. And y'all know today is Mega Monday. That's the day where we hit up the hot ones, the ones that keep everybody coming back, and the ones that y'all just keep requesting, keep coming back to, getting views, all that stuff. Hey, Bryson Gray snuck up on me because we did this reaction and I didn't even really think too much about it because it was a slow start. But y'all been blowing it up, coming back for it over and over. And a track that y'all have been requesting a ton of is Gun-Toting Patriot by Bryson Gray. Now, as a gun-toting patriot, I feel that it's my obligation to react to this track. And I figured, you know, we normally have the AK sitting over in the corner as a little bit of a prop. And so why not just include it in the video? You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead, check this one out. I figured I would give you guys a close-up because a lot of people always ask about my AK. I'll give you guys a little front to back. My flashlight's a little bit crooked right now, so don't hold that against me too much. You know, we got the standard. You know, we got the hollow, the rails, the foregrip pops out to a bipod. We got a flashlight. I ain't about lasers and all that stuff. I mean, you know, if you are, whatever. I think a flashlight and a good sight is a good, you know, good enough middle ground. Either way, we're going to go ahead and check out this track right here from Bryson Gray. But if you guys don't know already, one thing I got to ask up front. We're on that final grind up to 10,000 subscribers. We're about 230 short last time I looked. So if you guys haven't subbed to the channel already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below to join the Alpha Team officially. Ding that notification bell if you want to be on the notification squad to always know when I got some new content dropping. I'm going to prop this up right here while I put these headphones on, and we're going to go ahead and get right into this reaction. Let's get it.
What's going on? God-fearing, gun-toting patriots. I
Hey,
love
what's going
the
on,
Second
brother?
Amendment. God gave it to me. Not one politician, not one government legislation can take it from me.
One thing before we get into the song, hey, and that's a fact what he said right there. I don't know where this speech is right here, but hey, God gave us freedom, okay? At the end of the day, y'all know if you've been with the channel for a while, I'm a libertarian at heart. But at the end of the day, man, our rights, our freedoms, all that, I firmly believe that that comes from God. It ain't for everybody else. One thing I do want to talk about, you know, I mentioned my AK right here. I'm assuming he's probably got an AR because that's what most people customize. And one question I get a lot is why did I want to customize an AR or an AK instead of an AR? And so one thing I'm going to point out to you guys, you know, I love ARs and AKs. I'm a firm believer. If you can, you should own both. And so if you ain't got both, I mean, if you got the ability to do so, man, don't put yourself in a bind. Go get you another one. But the reason my AK looks like this is all stripped down. You know, we got the black stuff. We took all the wood off and all that. Even though it's an actual authentic Romy G. The reason it looks like this, because hey man, everybody builds up an AR. You know how much fun it is to build up an AK? If you want to actually get to know your gun inside and out, man, get you an AK and take it apart. Get any gun, take it all the way apart, down to all the tiny pieces. Put it back together, you learn something. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it, especially if you got the AR-15 with that teeny tiny little spring inside your bolt assembly. I'm saying, man, like, take it all the way down. That's why we did this. This was a project I did probably about 8 years ago, man. I know and love this gun so much. Let's go ahead and get back into the reaction. Sorry for the sidebar.
I'm a gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech.
Hey, I like it right there. He talking about why they mad because he real and they be faking it. One thing I love too, he ain't just going with being a gun-toting patriot because it ain't just about our freedoms and our country, but it's also about God, right? He talked right there about God-fearing patriot. Man, I'm with him on that.
Patriot, Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gun-toting, Bible reading.
Hey, see, my boy knows what's up. He got his setup a little different. We going with them AKs though.
I believe in truth speak.
think that's an AK. I can't really tell because he's got it modded a little bit, but.
An American, this MAGA season, Democrats committing treason. I know they think it's sweet, but you don't know who you dealing with. This for free thinkers only. You ain't got no membership. They free General Flint out the cage, cause he innocent. Barton Roger Stone, cause the run know that he innocent. We need to kick out every single illegal immigrant. Mandatory voter ID laws we need to implement. Tell Jussie Smollett.
Okay. So one thing I want to talk about. So he talking about Roger Stone. He talking about kicking out all the illegal immigrants and all that. So I'm gonna elaborate on that a little bit because I mean he coming straight forward. There ain't really anything to break down bar wise or anything in that. But one thing I do want to point out for some of y'all that might be newer to the channel now, I ain't 100% like on the Trump train. Like I'm not. Also, I voted for Trump last time as the lesser of a couple of evils. I'm not afraid to share that with anybody on my channel. I am kind of at a point right now. If y'all have checked out my Mises reactions, Mises is pretty firm in that camp as well. And so y'all probably know, in the Trump 2020 reaction, I talked a little bit about, I'm kind of on the fence between Joe and Trump right now. Not Joe Biden. I'm firmly against Joe Biden, but I mean Joe Jorgensen and Trump right now, just because Joe Jorgensen kind of appeals to more of my views. I'll be 100%. Like, I disagree with some of Trump's more aggressive actions, and as a libertarian at heart, I really don't want to see anybody expanding the federal government, especially expanding the role of the presidency. And I do feel like Trump occasionally kind of loses sight of that, even if he has the best intentions. We always have to be mindful of what a president's going to do in the future if they don't have the best intentions. So I will kind of put that disclaimer just so you guys know. I'm not sold out on Trump necessarily. Now, if it's looking like Trump needs all the support in the world, I will vote against Joe Biden all day because I can't support that dude. Y'all know what I mean on that? I'm sure y'all do if you're watching this reaction. But one thing I want to talk about, kind of in that, what he listed off right there, I mean, if y'all don't know, was kind of a lot of things that Trump has either done or voiced his support of. And so I do kind of like, hey, the man's where he's at. He's owning where he's at. You know what I mean?
Immigrant, mandatory voter ID laws we need to implement. Tell Jussie Smollett that I know this MAGA country. Tell China we know they trying to play us like some dummies.
That's a fact, man. China is trying to play us like some dummies.
Deep into it and I did the math. Why did Obama send money to that Wuhan lab? What is George Soros doing with all of his cash? Why did China take that Harvard guy and drop him a bag? Why is there so much propaganda? Funny you ask. How about that Bill Gates vaccine? Now, sorry I'll pass, cause I'm a gun-toting patriot. God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm really Navy faking it.
Yo, he's shaking off that COVID vaccine too. I don't know if you can say COVID on YouTube yet, but
free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm really Navy faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it. Okay.
All red MAGA flags waving through the South like we just want 4 more years. Democrats can't get right. Trumping with that Yeezy flow. Don't go broke on Sleepy Joe. Make America great again. Seeing that what you hating for.
Hey, I like, who's this guy right here? Let's see, featuring Forgiato Blow. I don't know, Forgiato. I don't know this guy. Y'all gonna have to let me know if I need to check out something else by him. I do like what he said right there, though. He's talking about going broke on Sleepy Joe. Man, one of the biggest issues that I have with Joe is like, we're quick to point out all these things that would be nice to do and Democrats would like to pay for and all this stuff. Man, that stuff would be fantastic if we could afford it. Like, if we lived in a perfect world, everything was fantastic and just, money were readily available and all that, it would be great if we could give, healthcare to everybody and, talking about like free college and all that stuff. I don't know if y'all saw the Cardi B interview with Joe Biden, but all that stuff would be wonderful if we could afford it. But we're at a point right now, you know, we're talking about how do we fund Social Security, you know, for the rest of my lifetime, for the rest of your lifetime and stuff. Like, where are we going to find funding for some of these programs right here that certain individuals would like to provide funding for? So that's kind of my biggest issue when we start talking about that stuff. You know, man, if we lived in a perfect world, there's no corruption, there's no greed, there's no issue, you know, people do their jobs out of the kindness of their heart, then yeah, man, all those things are fantastic. We can't get to that point, and really with the system we have, man, we're never going to be able to fund those things. We're just going to steal money from other programs until those programs go broke, go bankrupt, and then we gotta pay more. We all gotta pay more to sustain them. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find a comfortable way to hang out with this guy.
Military working overtime, I salute y'all. Antifa steady trying to play them games, yeah, we see y'all. Can't knock us down, Republicans standing too tall.
Man, I'll go on the record all day and saying I can't with Antifa.
To run it back to back, yeah, that's how we ball. Trump, yeah, okay, bury him a legend, yeah, Trump, hey, okay, America's biggest blessing. Free speech advocate, packing, never lacking it. I just bought another gun and ain't nobody taking it, gang. Okay, the White House going crazy now. MAGA season, tell them liberals they can't break us down. It's up, they know we run it, best believe it now. About to paint the city red, please don't burn it down.
I'm a gun-toting patriot, God-fearing patriot. Bryson, why they mad? Cause I'm real and they be faking it. Free speech advocate, it's on my mind, I'm saying it. I'm about to buy another gun and ain't nobody taking it.
And I want to make this clear as well. If you want to come and get my rifle, good luck.
Hey. So that was Bryson Gray with Forgiato below, and I'm gonna tell y'all for real, like I'm with most of what they're saying in this one. You know, at the end of the day, man, if y'all want to take it, you know, you're gonna have to come and get it. At the end of the day, like, you know, we have freedoms. We have the freedom of speech. We have the right to bear arms. We have the right to peaceful assembly. You know, we have all these rights that are being infringed upon every day right now, and we have to step up. You know, if we want to maintain these things, if we want to hold on to what is our God-given right, it's not our government-given right. The government works for us, and we got to remember that. But if we want to hold on to these things that you know, there's talk of taking away, stripping away, whatever the case may be, it's on us, man. We need a voice, and I love 100% what Bryson is doing. Now, I'm going to say this. Some of y'all are going to get upset at me about it. Looking at this as a song, I think the other Bryson track that we checked out was a step above it. You know, I know he was going at Snoop and all that and that. He was going at the rap game. He was going at rappers. But I do think that he kind of brought a better track in that first one that we hit up. Now, I'm not saying, like, I don't enjoy this one. I enjoy this one. I especially like what he's getting at here. Even though, you know, I ain't really 100%. I don't think that Trump is the shining example of those routes. I think that Bryson's head's in the right spot. I think his support is in the right spot. Love what he's saying. And I'm looking forward to checking out more from him. That's all I got from this one, though. Y'all got to let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of thoughts. Y'all know we're free thinkers on this channel. If y'all disagree with me, get down in the comments. Let me know what you disagree with, man. We can talk. We can look at different opinions. I'm 100% with it. I'm 100% about it. I am not from a generation that thinks because you disagree with me, one of us has to be right, one of us has to be wrong, and we just can't talk or coexist. You know what I mean? I'm positive that just because we don't agree on everything, we can still find something that we can talk about, we can discuss, and maybe we won't find an answer, but we'll both be better at the end of the day for learning where each other stand. That's all I got. Y'all got to get at me. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know where you're at. Let me know what you guys think about this song, especially. We're running long on this reaction, but again, you know, he talking about some things that I care a lot about, man. Free speech, the right to bear arms. You know, I'll go ahead and keep the entire Constitution, all of my Bill of Rights, you know, all those amendments and everything that have been added, you know, the law of the land, as some might call them. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to all those things. I'm gonna grab my Bible too. You ain't necessarily got to agree with me on faith, but you know what? In my mind, like I said, if it's where I'm standing on something, it's because I think it's right. And that needs to be the case with you guys too. Know where you stand. Be ready to defend where you stand and stand for it, man. Talk about it. Be open about it. Let people know where you stand. We got to start talking about things again. That's the biggest problem with this country, man. Everybody dug into their holes. Nobody wants to discuss difference anymore. That's all I got for this one. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are taking care. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Like the video if you enjoy the reaction. Make sure that you sub to the channel if you haven't already. And because of videos like this, you know, we ain't always on the best terms with YouTube's algorithm. So if you really enjoy it, want to go above and beyond for the Alpha team, make sure you share this video so that your homies who have similar views, enjoy this kind of content, all that stuff, make sure that they can see it too. That's all I got for you guys, though. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a minute. I'm DJ AlphaTyler, and I will catch you next time.